Lancaster County property taxes are due every April and August.
But if you get behind and don't realize it, the government could take your home and sell it. Channel 8's Mackenzie Johnson spoke with a lawyer about the process and tells us more in our top story tonight. Mackenzie?
Nebraska is one of the few states that allows local government to sell someone's house and keep the whole profit if they're behind on their taxes. But a case in the Supreme Court could change the way it works.
It's important for the functioning of our community that taxes are paid. Government needs to provide services and they need the funds to do it. At the same time, it's important that we find the right balance.
For people who pay a mortgage, property taxes are usually included in your escrow account, which is part of your monthly payments. But people who outright own their homes must pay them when they're due. If they don't, it could mean real trouble down the road.
The taxes for the year 2022 are paid in 2023. If they aren't paid in 2023, by March of 2024, they go to this tax certificate process. So we're already at the point where it's your 2022 taxes and it's 2024 before we even get to this process. Once a private investor buys those taxes, then they sit on it for 3 years before they can do anything with it. So that means we're now at 2027 before you really start to run any issues with the tax certificate process.
Before your home is taken, state law requires notices to be delivered to the residents. Now, in rare instances, Post says a private investor may not pay those taxes, which leaves an outstanding balance that the county needs to collect. Every state in the U.S. allows local governments to seize the property and sell it. But in less than 15 states, including Nebraska, the government can keep the entire profits from the sale even after the debt has been paid, and the homeowner may not receive any amount that's above and beyond the delinquent taxes.
Do we think that's fair? I think that's a question that's the way that the law is set up. That's where it is. That's a question that our legislators need to look at.
This situation happened to a woman in Wisconsin. She owed around $15,000 in unpaid property taxes, interest, and penalties. The county sold her condo for $40,000 and kept the extra $25,000 after her debt was paid. The case is now in the Supreme Court, and depending on the ruling, it could change the law in Nebraska as well. Post says there are some things you can check to make sure this won't happen to you.
Contact the county treasurer. There's 2 ways you can do it. You can go online. You can search your property either by your parcel ID number or by your address, and it's going to pull up all your tax information.
She says if you see that you're behind, immediately contact your treasurer to resolve any debts. And Post wanted to reiterate that these are rare instances, but they do still happen, and it's best to be cautious and aware. To read more on that Supreme Court case, you can visit our website at klkntv.com.
Mackenzie Johnson, thank you very much for our top story tonight.